checking my GE and Grimy Harlander. I bought them earlier for 304 each. Actually, overnight, I bought 108. That's all I could buy for that time due to GP. It was spent to other places and stuff. I went to put them into the GE, or I bought one earlier to check the margins, and it was like 10K. So I figured I'd put them in for 3K each and see if they would sell, and they are selling. 197, so 66 for 197K, right at 3K each. So that's multiplying my GP by about 10. I'm not sure if they are still selling at this price or not. I can buy one and see the margins. 2400, so I'll put this down to 22. And see if they sell there. If those sell there, then that's going to be a 300 minus a 40K. So that's about a 260K profit just on 40K. Really good March. I'm not sure if herbs are always this good or not, but I know I will be keeping track of this going forward, because that's pretty good margins. And then just the usual essences, bread. I just checked the GE about 2 to 3 hours ago, so there's not anything super fancy. And cooking apples for my willow trees. Okay, I wanted to show you an OP general store or food store up at the Grand Tree. I haven't tried some of this stuff, buying or selling in the Grand Exchange. Oranges, I was trying to buy 1,000 each in the Grand Exchange to pay my farmer for my maple seeds, and nobody was selling. So I Runescape wikied it, and they said oranges were selling in this shop. So I ran up to this shop and found a lot of useful stuff. I want to go ahead and let you guys see this. Pineapples are also good for farming. They are also good for possibly selling in the Grand Exchange. Dwellberries, that is used for a quest. Those of you that watched my previous videos know that I just spent like 7.5K each on 2 dwellberries, 15K, because nobody was selling a Grand Exchange for 15K each, and I found somebody that would, I guess, come up here or whatever and buy some. So I bought them from him so I could do the RD teleport tabs. Chocolate bars currently going for about 200 each. Chocolate dust is going for 250 each in the Grand Exchange. I bought the pot of creams thinking somebody might buy those, and nobody was currently buying them. I haven't tried buckets of milk. Knives are actually really good. Buy for 6 each here, and I've sold about 30 of them for 1,000 each in the Grand Exchange. I'll check my Grand Exchange now. On my way up here, some level 40 or 50 attacked me as soon as I got into the Grand Tree. Through the Grand Tree door. He was on the outside shooting through across from the railing or whatever it is. Luckily he only hit a 4, and fortunately he didn't try to snare me or entangle me. Otherwise I would have been dead, and that would have stunk. Actually, here's knives right there, selling for 1,000 each. Maple seeds, I've got those in for like 6K each. Watermelon seeds, I bought them for about 200 each, and nobody is selling, so I put them in for 2,000 or 3,000 each, and I'll see if they'll sell. Cooking apples, this is for my willow trees, for farming. Chocolate bars, I think I've got them in for 250 each. And then the usual bread, and eventually here in the next couple days I'll probably stop that, because these are just selling for 19 each, and that's buying for 2 each. Not very good margins right now, because not many people are buying or selling bread. If I was getting 1,000 or 2,000 bread every couple hours, then it would be worth it. but that is a full night of bread, 400. So that's 8K for 2G slots. Not quite worth it. The rest of these I just changed about 30 minutes ago. Going into my bank, I have bird nests I haven't crushed in case I die. I believe those are like 10, 15K each. So that's 100K that I can get that nobody will get those when I die because they aren't tradable. And if I die, then I can just crush them and sell them for GP. My teletabs, not many people are selling these right now or lately. I've been buying these for, the arty ones are about 1.5 to 2K each. So are the Fallies, but I think I just spent about 2 to 3K each on these Varrock teletabs. And I don't want to buy a bunch because if I die and I have 100, then I just lost 150, 200K. I want to get my deposit box if I can find it. Maybe this guy doesn't have a deposit box. I do have, I think, 2 or 3 dragon semis in my deposit box, 2 rune kites, and also a rune axe in case I die. That is also to help me rebuild. I don't have a mule or anything like that. So earlier in the week when I died and lost all my bank, I think it was like 3 mil or 4 mil. I didn't want that to happen. So now if I die, I actually will only lose probably 4 to 500K because you lose everything in the Grand Exchange. But then I'll have 3 to 400K to help rebuild, or as the start. I won't be rebuilding from 25 or 50K when I sell everything from my bank. Skills. I've been fishing and cooking the Grand Tree over to the west. There's a good fishing slot that's in the safe zone. River fishing, so that's pretty quick. Mining is in the, as I mentioned earlier, that's dangerous. Smithing, that's going to be safe. I just have to buy some ores from that because right now I'm training mining and dropping the ores instead of going back in the bank and back and forth because I don't want people to find me. If I go back and bank the ores, then people may follow me and kill me, or let their clanmates know that there's somebody mining and kill me that way as well. Fire making and wood cutting. This was in the PvP area. I was training at Willows, and then I was training on my personal willow tree in Varrock that I grew. But I did find a couple willows in the Grand Tree that are safe zone. If I train, I may train there. Next seasonal Deadman mode, I'll be training in the Grand Tree as well for my fire making and wood cutting. Farming, the trees are safe. The herb plots, the herb and watermelon and all that good stuff in the south of Valley, that is dangerous. And I've had a couple people try to attack me there. I've always just been able to telly before their spell or arrow hit me. Hunter, I'm going to try to avoid training that this season, but I may have to if I need it for the top 2,000 for the tournament. Basically, this is dangerous down there, and I feel if I go down there, there's going to be a lot of people down there, so either I got to risk that they don't attack me, or if they do kill me, then that sets me back like 30 or 40 levels possibly. So I might train this early next seasonal Deadman mode, up to 40 or 35 or something, and then not touch it as the season progresses. Fletching, I haven't really trained much. I'm falling down to like rank 26, I believe. I may train some to get back on the 20, 25 area, I'm not sure. And for fletching, it helps if you have a lot of gold, which currently I think I only have like 500,000. If I sold everything in my bank, not touching the deposit box. So I could train it, but it was much easier when I had the 2 to 3 mil and I could just buy like 500 U logs and fletch them, sell them. and then while they were selling, I trained woodcutting or something else. Thieving, this can be in the safe zone in Arty, but I've been training on master farmers because I've been needing these seeds, especially the flower seeds and herb seeds. I have started buying herb seeds in the Grand Exchange for cheaper, but early on it was hard to get seeds, extremely difficult to get seeds because nobody was selling. I was paying about 1,000 per strawberry and like 200 to 300 I think per cabbage seed. It was ridiculous. So I was thieving master farmers. I may still train there, although now that I've got a good stock and I'm buying watermelon seeds quite a bit cheaper, I may train in Arty to not risk my skills, experience, and then also my gold. Herblore, I've been training, that's safe. It costs quite a bit of money. This is where a lot of my money has went to, or a good portion of it, since I've been rebuilding. I've just been putting my money into skills instead of letting it accumulate. Agility, I do need to train this more. Next season I do need to train it higher, so I don't have to run with energy potions as much. Construction, this is difficult as well as runecrafting the earth altar. How I was trained this was just west. The make planks is just northwest, northeast of Varrock, and the earth altar is also northeast of Varrock. I get 1, 2, maybe 3 trips in, and then somebody either is at the altar or around that area trying to kill me. Basically, they have a scout in the west or east bank, or killing the guards, and once they see me go back and forth a couple times, they either go over there and try to kill me, or they have an alt or somebody in their clan, and it makes it very difficult to train those. I have started doing body runes, a little more experience, a little farther walk, but I haven't had anybody mess with me yet, but that's only been 2 or 3 runs. So those are going to be more difficult. I may have to hire a servant and have him make planks, possibly. It'll be a little more expensive, but if I just get up to a lower level, 30 or 50, then that's enough levels to make the tourney, hopefully, without having to train combat. As far as rank, last season, or on Tuesday when I made the video, I was ranked about 4,000. I'm now about 2,100, mostly training fishing, cooking, and mining, and then also herblore were the 4 that I've trained mostly the past couple days. So I'm almost into the tournament. I would like to get up to about 1,500 rank, because a lot of people are going to be training real hard the last couple days to get into top 2,000. So if I have a buffer of a few levels, then it's more likely that I'll be able to survive the people trying to last ditch get in the top 2,000. And a lot of these people have gotten most of this in combat, so they have a lot of level 1s and lower levels that will train very quickly. So I want to make sure I have a buffer, because I'll be disadvantaged because most of my skills that I'm able to train if I stay away from combat are already leveled fairly high, so it's not going to be 10 or 15 levels in 2 or 3 minutes. It's going to be 10-15 minutes per level. With that, I'm going to just keep training and merchanting. With that being said, a lot of my gold is going back into my skills, because I don't want to lose 2 to 3 mil. I might as well just go ahead and put it into the skills. Hopefully nobody kills me, and if so, hopefully I don't lose the full levels that it says I will lose, because that now would be like 30 levels. I think last time I died, I only lost maybe 5 or 10 levels, if that. I think because he was so high. Even if he was level 40 or 50, he was level mid 40s. I guess it was high enough to not lose the full 25%. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep grinding on. Next Tuesday, I should be in the top 2,000 for sure. Hopefully 1,500, and hopefully not died again. With it, the world's getting less people on there. It has made it a little safer, I believe. Although I don't want to get false hope and then have myself die when I'm not paying attention to the screen in a dangerous area. I think last week there was 300 to 400 people on about this time per world. Now it's 150, so it's less than half, about a third of what it was last week. Which means less people able to kill me. So, with that being said, if you enjoyed this content, please press the like. If you would like to continue watching content like this, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be having another update on Tuesday. Please press the subscribe button below the video to get updates when I do upload stuff. Other than that, have a good day and happy marching. Or good luck training if you are playing Deadman mode like me.